We have some brand new information regarding Chapter Approved. We have a new article of the 5 biggest point drops from Chapter Approved. But the biggest thing for me from this article is the announcement of the brand new codexes of the Thousand Sons and the Grey Knight. So let's jump in and let's talk about this a little bit more. So in the background now, you can obviously see the new covers for the new codexes. I have to say the Grey Knight Codex looks absolutely fabulous. That is probably some of the best Grey Knight art I have actually seen. Also the Thousand Sun one. I love the little disc guy on the front of it. Looks fantastic. Now in terms of information on this, we know that the Thousand Sons and Grey Knights are going to be in a box set. I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. This was something that some people have shared with me prior to the Warhammer Fest when we got the little trailer. So we are going to get a brand new box set which will feature Grey Knight and Thousand Sons. Now they are getting some new HQs as well. It actually mentions in this article that the Thousand Sons are getting something called an Infernal Master. That is a new HQ for the Thousand Sons. Now when it comes to the Grey Knights, when I say a new HQ, it's just a HQ that is being remade. This has been given me now by a couple of people that Castellan Crowe is getting his new model remade when it comes to the Grey Knights. Now I know a lot of people have been asking me, are Grey Knights going Primaris? I've asked this question to people who I trust and they've said no, there's going to be no Primaris in the Grey Knights. As far as they're concerned, it's only Castellan Crowe that is getting something new in terms of models with the Grey Knight range. Now looking at this through the logical goggles, I think what they're going to do, they're going to put Castellan Crowe and they're going to put this new Infernal Master HQ inside of this upcoming Thousand Sun and Grey Knight box set, just like they did with like Gaz Skull and some of the Eldar box sets that we've had in the past, where they put the 2 new HQs in there and they just put the normal troops that you find in their army and box it up, just basically rebrand it in this brand new box. But the main drag to it is of course the new characters, the new HQs that are in that box set, and then a couple of months down the line they'll probably start selling them separately. Now, the information that we have from Games Workshop states that these codex have actually been delayed. It actually says over on their webpage, well, we've got a confession to make. The points values featured in the Minotaurian Field Manual Mark II for the Thousand Sons and Grey Knights are actually incorrect. That's because their codexes were intended to be out at this point, complete with their fancy new rules and updated point values. Sadly, due to the fickle winds of fate, and they blame Zinch for it, of course, the release of these books have been delayed until a little later this year. So they've been pushed back. That's been confirmed from GW. I'm sure that's going to be down to, you know, COVID, Nurgle's plague, whatever you want to call it. This is why I keep saying to people, when people keep asking me about Black Templars and their supplement and everything that's supposed to be coming with them, rumoured, we don't know. I don't know. I don't think Games Workshop knows, because the way things have been delayed and everything's been pushed back, everything's just piling on each other now. So if it is this year, then I think it will be great. If it's not this year, then it's got to be definitely next year. Of course, it's definitely going to be in 9th edition, but we just don't know which year. Is it hopefully this year, but then again, it could be next year. It's just where the cards fall with GW, because there's a lot lined up. Of course, they've got AOS 3.0 coming as well. So there's a lot of products being backed up by, of course, the delays that they're getting. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the point drops it mentions in this article, because there is some things that give me a little bit of a peaky interest in this, some Space Marine stuff. So it says Land Raiders. It says, among the oldest and most powerful vehicles of the Adeptus Astartes and Heretic Astartes alike, the Land Raider is a true Warhammer 40,000 icon. It is. Land Raiders are awesome. I love them to bits. You know I like my hover stuff. I love all like the repulsors and stuff, but Land Raiders are iconic. Just like Terminator armor is iconic. You look at a Land Raider and you know it's 40k. It's such a beautiful, beautiful model. It says at 265 points, including their standard weapons, yes, really, Land Raiders of every variant and faction are in much more competitive place within their respective vehicle pools moving forward. 265 points. That is pretty decent. I think that's decent. I don't know about you. Maybe this will make me actually get a Land Raider and paint it in Imperial Fist colours. One of my big problems about Land Raiders, and I've said this so many times before, is that they're limited in the troops that that they can carry. Now, we know Custodes can get into him. We know Firstborn Marines can get into him, but they can't carry Primaris into him. I think if they change one of the keywords where Primaris can get into these vehicles, I think it would be a game changer. Again, we'll have to look at the whole thing with balance and the game and everything like that, but from a lore side, it just makes no sense at all that Primaris cannot get inside these bloody Land Raiders when you have Custodes getting into them and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of people say they just won't fit, but if Custode can fit into a Land Raider, then a bloody Primaris should be able to fit into a Land Raider. And one of the next point drops for Space Marines is Storm Speeders. There's 3 types of Storm Speeders: the Hell Strike, the Hammer Strike, and the Thunder Strike. And it says they are devastating mobile weapon platforms, with each variant representing a real boon to the arsenal of the Space Marines. I'll have to be like completely honest with you. I haven't got one of these as part of my force yet. Maybe I will invest into it later down the line, but at this moment in time, they really don't appeal to me. I love the look of them. I really do love the look of them, but at this moment, the way I have with my plans for my army, I want to do like a full Gravish chunky army. They don't really fit into that. So it says they're a mere 135 to 160 points each, depending on your favoured brand of gunishment, because they can carry a lot of weaponry. Now, for me, I would say that this is going to be a big bonus for like White Scars players, Raven Guard players, maybe even Salamanders, because you can put some melters on these if I'm not mistaken as well. So these could really start performing in some of those really, iconic Space Marine forces. Anyway, Chaperoonios, that is enough waffling for me. I'd love to get your thoughts on feedback on this. Are you a Grey Knight player? Are you a Thousand Sun player? Grey Knight players, are you looking forward to a Castellan Crow updated model? Thousand Suns, what do you think about your Infernal Master, the new HQ model? Are you liking the sound of that? Post it down below and we can have a nice little talk down there as we normally do. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.